Welcome to Storytelling and Beyond, where every act of kindness writes a new chapter of hope. Today, I bring you a brand new motivational story that reminds us kindness always comes back. The sun hung heavy in the sky, an unforgiving ball of fire. Waves of heat shimmered on the dusty road, making the air dance like a cruel mirage. Behind a small wooden milk stall stood a woman, swiping her wrist across her forehead to push back the sweat. Her clothes, once neatly pressed, were now smudged with dirt and streaked with milk stains. The day had been long, and the coins in her tin barely clinked when she shook it. Each hollow sound felt like a cruel reminder rent was due, groceries were running low, and her old shoes, held together by freight threads, weren't going to last much longer. She exhaled slowly, counting her earnings. $7.25. It wasn't enough. It never was. As she tucked the money into her apron pocket, she noticed him. A boy, no older than 10, stood a few feet away. His clothes were torn, hanging off his thin frame like they didn't belong to him. His hair was matted, his face smeared with dirt, and his shoes, if they could even be called that, were nothing more than scraps of fabric barely covering his feet. But it wasn't his appearance that struck her the most. It was his eyes. Wide. Hollow. Desperate. He stared at the milk bottles lined up on her stall, unmoving. He didn't speak. He didn't beg. He just stared, his lips dry and cracked. Her throat tightened. She didn't need to ask if he was hungry, his frail frame and sunken cheeks screamed it. For a second, she hesitated. She thought of her children waiting at home, of the rent that was due, of the groceries she still couldn't afford. But then, she imagined her own son standing on some faraway street, hungry and helpless. She swallowed hard and reached into her pocket, pulling out her last crumpled $5 bill. She grabbed a fresh bottle of milk and walked around the stall to the boy. Kneeling to his level, she held the bottle out to him gently, her voice soft and warm. "Here. Take this." The boy blinked, confused. His voice trembled. I don't have any money." Her smile didn't falter. "It's okay. You need it more than I do." She pressed the $5 into his hand, curling his small fingers around it. "Get yourself something to eat too, all right?" The boy stared at the money like it was a treasure. His eyes filled with tears, his voice barely above a whisper. Thank you. Thank you so much." Before she could say anything more, he turned and ran down the dusty road, clutching the milk and the money like his life depended on it. She watched him disappear over the hill, her heart aching and full all at once. Her pocket now held only $2.25. Her stomach twisted, but she smiled to herself, wiping another bead of sweat from her brow. "It's all right," she whispered softly. "Some things are worth more than money." Little did she know. That small act of kindness had set something incredible into motion. Years later. One morning, as the woman set up her stall, a sleek black car, the kind she only saw in magazines, pulled up to her roadside stand. Out stepped a tall man in a sharp, expensive suit. He didn't belong here, not in this dusty, forgotten corner of the world. He approached her, his eyes searching. When they met hers, he froze. "Are you the woman who sells milk here?" "Yes, that's me. Can I help you, sir?" His voice softened, thick with emotion. "You probably don't remember me, but I remember you. 15 years ago, I was a starving boy. You gave me milk, and $5. You saved my life that day." Her breath caught in her throat. The memory crashed over her like a wave. The ragged boy. The hollow eyes. The trembling thank you. Her voice barely came out. It's you?" He nodded, tears glistening in his eyes. "It's me. And I never forgot you. I've been looking for you for years. Now that I've found you, I'm here to repay you." He handed her an envelope with both hands, his expression gentle. Her fingers trembled as she opened it. Inside was a deed to a new house. A beautiful home, fully paid for. And a bank slip, enough money to ensure she would never have to sell milk on the roadside again. Her hands shook. She looked up at him, overwhelmed. I can't accept this. It's too much. The man shook his head, his voice soft but unwavering. It's not nearly enough. You didn't just give me milk and money. You gave me hope. You gave me a second chance at life. This is the least I can do to repay you for the life you gave me. Her tears finally spilled over. Her heart, once heavy with struggle, now overflowed with gratitude. As the man turned to leave, he smiled one last time. Thank you for believing in me when no one else did. The woman watched him drive away, the envelope still clutched in her hands. She looked up at the sky, her voice trembling but hopeful. Kindness always comes back, she whispered to the wind, a tear rolling down her cheek. And this time, she knew it wasn't just a hope. It was a truth. This is Storytelling and Beyond, where every act of kindness writes a new chapter of hope. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more heartwarming stories that remind us of the goodness in the world.